Good morning. Today we are going to start with the next topic, that is possession. Possession is a concept which came first in the world. Thereafter came ownership. Okay. Now when man was nomad, when the property was res nullis, that is there was no owner of the property. At that time the nomadic man used to use the property and go away further. He used to keep the things for the others. Means he never used to possess and never used to think about ownership. He was not having that knowledge also. Okay, at that time the concept of possession was also not there, and the concept of ownership was no question of its existence. Okay, now when man became civilized, he stayed in groups and all. At that time the concept of possession came, because at that time man thought of thinking like of mine and thine. When mine and thine, the concept of mine and thine came. What is yours? What is mine? Therefore, at that time, the concept of possession came. And thereafter, the legal aspect of ownership also came. Like how a person can own the property, how it will go to his legal representatives if it is intested succession. These concepts came later on. So, the first concept which came was possession. Okay. Now, what is possession? Possession means, in general sense, you can say the physical control over the property. As per Salmon, what Salmon says, in the whole legal theory, there is no concept more difficult than possession and more important than possession, because possession is prima facie evidence of title of ownership. If you are the owner of the property, naturally you will have the possession. You will have the hold over it. You will have the intention to have it. If this watch is mine, I will use it. I will not allow other persons to use, because it is mine. I am the owner, isn't it? And therefore I will possess it. I will think of possessing it. If somebody takes my watch, then what I will do? I will take it back. I will ask it back, because I am the owner. I must have the possession. That is my intention. Okay. Transfer of possession is one of the chief mode you can say of transferring of ownership. When I sell you something, what will happen? I will give the possession to you, because when ownership is transferred, possession shall also be transferred. Okay. Now possession is a good title of ownership. Material things. Man needs material things for his living. Therefore, when material things come, possession also comes. Therefore, possession is very important in the legal theory. Therefore, it is stated that possession is 9 points in law. That is, it is very important. It is evidence of ownership, and he who interferes with possession must show either title or better possessory remedies he will get only if he is having possession or ownership. Now, why law protects such a ownership, or why law protects possession more? Because possession is prima facie evidence of ownership. It is a title. Possession gives you the title. In evidence also, the burden of proving ownership is on the person who does not have possession. Means if he says that I am the owner, not he, that he is having the possession, the possessor need not prove his ownership. Possession is concept of title of ownership. Therefore, the person who says that he is not the owner, he has to prove that he is not the owner or he is the owner, because he is not having possession. Possession gives the protection to the possessor in evidence law also. The burden of proving that he is not the owner is on the person who affirms that he is not the owner. Okay. Now, first, suspicion also goes on the possessor. In criminal law, when a person is holding some suspicious property, what the police will do? Police will catch him, because he is not in a position to explain how he is having the possession. Therefore, the first suspicion also goes on possessor in theft or in possessing stolen property. Okay. It is easy to prove possession than ownership. Therefore, law also protects possession. Ownership is also protected, but possession is important concept in law. Okay. Now, we will see the definition. Pollock has defined possession as having physical control over a thing constitutes possession. Simple definition is there. When a person is having physical control over a thing, it constitutes possession. Okay. Now what Salmon says? Salmon states that possession of a material object is the continuing exercise of a claim to the exclusive use of it. Means when you are having possession of a material object, it means you are the exclusive user of it. You will use it. I'll repeat again Salmon's definition. The possession of a material object is the continuing exercise of a claim to exclusive use of it. Means he alone is going to use it, not others. He can stop others if others are using it. Okay. Now possession in fact means what? Actual possession. De facto possession. De facto possession indicates physical control over a thing. And what is de jure possession? That is possession in law. It means law confers certain rights on the possessor. Means take example, the landlord and the tenant. Landlord is not having actual possession because the possession has been given to the tenant. Tenant is living in the premises. So landlord is de jure possessor. Though he is not having actual possession in the eyes of law, landlord is a possessor in the legal aspect. But actual possession is with whom? With tenant. Therefore actual possession, that is de facto possession, is with the tenant. Therefore de facto possessor is the tenant and de jure possessor is the landlord. Okay. Now there are two elements of possession. One is corpus of possession and the other is animus. Okay. Now these two elements are present in possession. The first element, that is corpus possessionis. Corpus possessionis implies two things. First, possessor's physical relation to the object. Possessor's physical relation to the object. My physical relation with the watch. I am wearing it. I am having it. Okay. Possessor's physical relation to the object. And the second is relation of the possessor to the rest of the world. Means when I am using it, I am having, and I feel that, see, I am the owner. It's mine. Nobody should take it. Okay. Relation of the possessor to the rest of the world. Okay. The assurance of non-interference is very important here because nobody is going to use it. The assurance of non-interference can be secured by following ways. In which ways I can secure that others should not use it? Physical power over it. When you wear it, it is you are having the possession of it. You can hold the property yourself. Okay. The physical power over the object or the physical power of the possessor says that others should not interfere. Or the personal presence of the possessor. Okay, somebody is taking some flowers and something from my garden every day. So what I do now? I am physically present there at the particular time when I know that the thief comes. I will stand there. Means my physical presence is my possession. Or what I can do? I cannot have always physical presence at that place, or I cannot wear it always. So what I can do? I can keep it in some secret place. So secrecy also gives that assurance. The other point is like rightful claim prevents others from interfering with legal possession also. When you are the possessor, you are having the rightful claim, you know that you are the owner and the possessor, you can claim it. You can tell the people, see, it's mine. When you say it to the other person that it is yours, it means others will get an idea that he will not like to interfere with the possession. Okay, this is called as corpus possessionis. Corpus possessionis implies two things: physical relation to the object, relation of the possessor to the rest of the world. Corpus possessionis is there in possession. The second element is animus possidendi. Animus possidendi is what? The subjective and the mental element in possession. Intention to appropriate to oneself in the exclusive use of enjoyment of the thing possessed. Means I will have the possession. I will have an intention that I am going to use it. No others will use. No others can use. That animus, that intention is very important. Now this desire that I will use it, it may not be necessarily rightful. Means if I am the owner, I am the possessor, I will have the rightful claim that others should not use it. But it may not be rightful also. This is my rightful claim. But it may not be rightful also. Like a thief, when he is having possession of the stolen property, he is also having animus. Because the thief also keeps his property in secret place. He does not want his possession to get disturbed. So his animus is there. But that is wrongful animus. Okay, therefore animus or the desire may not be rightful. The possessor must have a exclusive claim over the thing in the possession. Means he should hold the land. Example, he should hold the land as a owner, as a possessor. But sometimes it may happen that others may have an easementary right over it. Okay, it's okay. It will not affect animus. The people may have an easement. The people may have right of way over your land, but the land is yours. Okay, but you are having a limited right because others are having easementary rights. The right of way is there. The animus need not amount to a claim or an intention to use the thing as owner. Means if I am the owner, it does not mean that the animus is always of the owner. I told you the animus can be of the thief also. At the same time, the animus can be of the servant also. Because the servant, when he is having the possession of the property on behalf of his master, at that time, the servant's animus is that the property in his possession, master's property in his possession should be protected. Nobody can use it. So, servant is also having an animus on behalf of the master. Okay. Or you can say the pledgee is also having an animus. Because what is his object? The pledgee's object is let the loan get repaid, then he will give back the property, give back the security. Now, when a person is having an animus, it does not mean that he should know everything about that property. I am purchasing books in my library. Lots of books are there in my library, in the cupboard. But maybe I am not having I have forgotten that one book is there. Okay, maybe I have forgotten, but my animus is there. That book is mine only. I am the owner, I am the possessor. Animus may not be specific. It can be general also, like the books in the cupboard. The clothes in the wardrobe, they are mine. Maybe I have forgotten that I am having one of it or not, but I am the possessor. Okay, this is animus of the owner. It may be of the owner, the possessor, the servant, the pledgee. Means it can be, the animus can be on behalf of others also. Okay, these are the two elements of possession, that is corpus possessionis and animus possidendi. Okay, bye bye. See you in the next video.